slang you may hear in Texas. You look like about 2 miles of bad road. If somebody says that to you, that means you look really rough, really bad, and you look like somebody that everybody else would try to avoid. He's lower than a snake full of buckshot. That means that guy's pretty bad. If you ever shoot a snake with buckshot, then you'll know he's pretty low. He's deep into the ground. So if you're as low as that, that means that nobody's going to trust you, and they won't put anything past you. It just means that you're not a very good individual. If you don't stop talking, you're going to get your tongue sunburnt. I think that just, that's common sense. I think it speaks for itself. Just, your tongue's always out in the sun. Just try to be quiet and listen for a change. How's your mama and them? You hear that a lot. Again, common sense. Somebody just wants to know, how's your mama and how's your family? How's everybody doing? Happier than a dog with 2 Peters. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, as a person with dysphagia, I'm pretty daggone happy. So, yeah, dog, he's going to be very happy. Sitting around like you own cotton in Augusta. That basically means somebody's sitting around without a care in the world. They're just lounging out, maybe on the front porch, drinking some sun tea or something, got their feet up. Like, man, you sitting around like you own cotton in Augusta. They may not have the money, but they sitting around like they do. They ain't got a care in the world. Cattywamped. Cattywamped is kind of like catty cornered. If you're talking about houses, it's not the house straight across from you, but the one next to you. It means crooked. That's how we use it. Like, hey, Vanessa, how come your breasts are cattywamped? Yeah, she got a bad doctor, I tell you what. What in tarnation? That means like, what in the world? What are you doing? You know? What in tarnation? That means you're probably doing something you really shouldn't do and nobody understands what the heck you're doing. His breath would knock a buzzard off a gut wagon. That means somebody has really bad breath. Buzzards, they eat a lot of guts. And if they're eating off a gut wagon and your breath is what knocks them out, you might need to go and brush and floss. It irks me. That means something bothers me. It irks me. It irks me that you're constantly complaining. Get out of my house. You better not linger near the curb during garbage day. That means they're calling you trash. Don't be near the curb during garbage day or the truck might pick you up. You need to do better. Whatever it is, you need to be a better person. Bless your heart. Well, usually women say this in the South. Bless your heart means several things. If you do something sweet, go next door and give them a sweet potato pie. They might be like, oh, bless your heart. They're saying thank you. If you lost a loved one, like, yeah, my uncle passed away. Oh, bless your heart. That means I'm sorry. And if you are jumping a bike ramp and go falling into somebody's car and they're like, bless your heart. They're basically saying that you're really dumb. They feel bad for you. You ain't got a lick of sense, and your parents should have done better raising you. Ready and raring to go. Ready and raring to go just means what it says. I'm ready. I'm ready to jump onto whatever you got planning. I'm ready to go. Let's get the show on the road, you know? Sure enough. Sure enough just means, yep, absolutely. Hoss. Hoss is just basically means a big country boy. Like, hey, Hoss. Usually we don't say Hoss to people we dislike. Hoss is usually used for people we do like. It just means a big country boy. Big beans and potatoes. He brings the whole iron skillet of cornbread to work or lunch. This is a big boy. He's probably at least over 6'3", and he probably weighs over at least 275. That's a big hoss. Big country. Big country basically means kind of like hoss. Big country is just a big old boy. Don't call a woman that, but we do call guys that. Big country just means a big old country boy. Bubba. Now, I know some of you city slickers. Some of you city slickers are going to be like, oh, Forrest Gump, shrimp. Bubba kind of means like brother, but it's not like blood brother, it's like brother in arms. Like I know a lot of fathers, they call their sons Bubba. It just means like you're my brother. You know, we're tight. So Bubba means brother, really. I'll cut you. That's what a lot of Southern women say. Now, I know some of you women out there, some of you men, you're going to be like, hey, we say this in Kentucky. Well, get yourself a cookie. I didn't say we invented everything. I just said this is some stuff you might hear in Texas. Some of you be like, I've been in Texas my whole life. I ain't never heard that. Well, you probably ain't from the ranch. You probably live in some apartment, and you probably buying the oil that I pump out of the ground. So thank you very much. But I'll cut you. A lot of mothers say that. That means you're going to get a switching. You're going to get a switching. They're not really going to cut you. Switches leave welts on you. Kind of cuts you, leaves welts. And that's where that came from. And a switching, if you don't know what that means, switching means somebody going to go out, usually the mom, the aunt, the grandma, usually a woman that does the switching. They're going to go out, even though they have adult strength, they're going to get a weapon and beat you. And it's usually a stick. They'll go out and get a stick, usually a fresh one right off of a bush, and they're going to beat you with it, something flexible. Sometimes they'll make you even go pick your own switch. You better get a good one, because if you get a bad one, a little braille one, they're going to beat you even more with a good one. But switching means they're going to hit you with a stick. Men usually use their belts, but those times are about up, it seems like.